Anchor Church, we are going deeper. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. For those of you who may be new to these Going Deeper videos, it's simply an opportunity for you to take Sunday's teaching content and ask some questions, have some dialogue, make it more applicable to your life personally. You can watch this video alone, but we grow best when we grow together, so it would be ideal if you had somebody to have a conversation with. I'll ask you a couple questions. If you ever want to pause and discuss it, feel free to do that and then hit play and go through the rest of them. This is everything you need to kind of take the content on Sunday and go deeper personally, but also to lead a group or to lead a conversation with somebody else. We are in our series called He is Worthy, and today we talked about the physical expressions that we find in the Bible of worship, how we can physically express the worthiness of God. I started out our time together telling the story where I saw a student with a lighter like burning the elbow of another kid during worship and how distracting it was. I know that is an extreme example, but question number one for you is, have you ever witnessed distracting worship? What distracting worship have you seen? Because our goal is to be expressive but not distracting, that we do everything that we do to bring honor and attention to God and not to ourselves. So what is the line of being expressive yet not distracting? So what distracting worship have you seen? Then we talked about 5 ways biblically that we can physically express the worthiness of God. Real quickly, can you name the 5? Did you watch? Did you pay attention? Did you take notes? Do you know the 5? Let's see if I can remember them. The 5 physical expressions are the use of instruments, clapping, dancing, kneeling, and raising our hands. These are 5 ways in the Bible that are not just like ways that we can express, but to be honest, we're told to. God gets to define how we express worship. And these are 5 ways that we can physically express that God has told us to. So of those 5, here's the next question, is which one of those expressions is most normative for you? Would you be most likely to be expressive in? And then number 4, the question would be, which of these 5 are areas that you need to grow in? And again, I want to say it this way. It's not just always about our comfort. Worship is about His worthiness. And God told us these are 5 ways that we are told to worship. So which of those are areas that you are more normative in, and which ones are areas for you to grow in? And then as we get to our final discussion question, I want to tell you again that worship is both individual and it's corporate. And I think that it needs to be individual before it's corporate. If we're only being expressive in our worship in corporate settings, we're probably maybe putting on a show or it isn't true of us. So I think it needs to be individual and then corporate. So the question is, how can you this week grow in your personal expressions of worship? Let's start individually. When you're by yourself, in your room, in your house, in the car. Maybe not the best time to kneel or to clap when you're in the car, but what does it look like for you to this week grow individually, put into practice these physical expressions of worship? So excited to continue in this series. We'll be back next Sunday live and online. Hope you have a great conversation over this content, and love you so much, Anchor Church. He is worthy. Let's be expressive in our worship.